Adem Kassie Abebe in The Hague. He's an advisor at the International Institute for Democracy and Electoral Assistance. What's the security situation like in Ethiopia right now?
The situation is very precarious. There has been conflict, an active conflict in the Tigray region for months now. And there has also been massacres and kills in certain parts of the country, particularly Western Oromia and Benishangul Gumuz, mainly targeting Amhara civilians. So it's very tense, and there is a cloud of insecurity across the country.
How is the Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed seen there in Ethiopia now, following what we've seen happen recently with such massive human rights violations in the Tigray region and elsewhere in Ethiopia?
Obviously, the Prime Minister is under a lot of pressure. The evidence is now piling up. There's very little question that there has been excesses in the way the war has been persecuted in Tigray. And in other parts of the country, the government has also been accused of not doing enough, either out of lack of political will or more certainly a bit of lack of capacity to control some of the violations occurring across the country. So there is a lot of pressure internationally, definitely, but also at the domestic level.
Given the security situation now in Ethiopia, there are elections coming up in June. Is there concern about what could happen leading up to these elections, and if the elections themselves will be fair?
To the security, at least at the moment, we know that elections will not happen in Tigray. We also know that in certain parts of the country, there has not been registration of candidates and also of voters. So there's going to be a large part of the country that will not be involved in the elections. If we have to go by what is happening at the moment, there may, as the election preparations warm up, there may be more insecurity. But even if there is no insecurity, there is going to be a challenge to secure the free and competitiveness of the elections. The Ethiopian authorities, particularly the Electoral Board, are trying their best. But there are a lot of factors beyond their control that will affect the credibility of the election. So it's definitely something to watch. It might be peaceful, but it won't be competitive.
So what's the way forward here? What needs to be done to bring stability to the country?
I have suggested, and a lot of people have suggested, that the only way to cross the impasse in the country is to engage in a genuine dialogue. Obviously, there is a lot of resistance, particularly from the government, because they consider some of the rebel groups in Tigray, but also in Oromia, as criminals. There is an understanding, but at the same time, political violence happens in particular contexts. And to save lives, including the civilians that are the Amhara civilians massacred in parts of Oromia and Benishangul, and of course what is happening in Tigray, dialogue may be the only sensible way out of this. And I think the government, the Ethiopian government, may be in a position to actually start that. Elections may actually worsen it, we have to see, but they will definitely not solve the problems the country is facing.
Okay, we'll leave it there for now. Adem Kassie Abebe, thank you.